Okay, and this is going to be one of those longer videos. Very good video up about coronavirus. His name is Dr. Andrew Kaufman, Rejecting Coronavirus. And it's a very good video. I posted it up on my Facebook page. And and what he says about everything is true. Okay, but there's a piece that's actually missing, which I'm going to explain to you. Okay, so originally people showed ammonia-type symptoms. A very large seafood market was ground zero. 197 people at ground zero. That's what they found in Wuhan. Okay. Now, doctors came through, and he is a medical doctor. But he also deals with forensic psychiatry, but anything forensic, it leads you in a different direction than just a medical background. So, okay, there's 4 things here. Okay, I said it was a virus, and it attacked the autoimmune disease system. Okay, and that one is very important, and I'm going to explain that why. And they were supposedly getting it from the bad seafood over there. Or it could have been a new genetic disease like cystic fibrosis, which it's not. Okay. When they did the blood work and stuff, okay, they had white count, white blood cells were down, lymphocytes were down, temperature up, fluid congestion in the lungs, antibiotic, they put them on it, didn't work. So we know it's not attaching to a bacteria. But something very interesting beforehand that happens. They will, with these people, before you get it, you will get sick. It will bring your immune system down, making you more susceptible to the virus. Okay. It's not found in the blood. Okay. Which tells you something. It's not a fungus, it's not a bacteria, and it's not a virus. Okay, so what the hell is it? And I'm going to give you that answer. What they noticed is the in the cells, the exosomes, MVE, MVB. This is the part right here they missed. The prion. It's not a virus. Not a virus. It's not a bacteria, not a fungus. It's a prion. Okay, so remember in the beginning I told everybody that this virus has an envelope, okay? In other words, it's like you stick a piece of paper inside of an envelope and you mail it out. You open it up and you take the paper out. Okay, so what was in the envelope? The envelope was lung cancer. Okay, what was in the envelope? Prion. Now the prion.
Cleaned laundry is available for pickup at the door table. Cleaned laundry is available for pickup at the door table. Thank you.
The prions in COVID and COVID-19, they attach to the neurological system, especially the brainstem, and from the attachment from the brainstem, it spread out over the brain. Hence, in COVID, regular COVID, it attached, gave people heart and lung problems. This one here is lung and renal, or kidney. So, now what is a prion? A prion is a sequence of RNA. That's a prion. And that's what the doctor said they found when they were doing the testing. Now, tests are giving off 80% false positives. So everybody being tested, you may not actually have had it. That's a high failure rate. Very high failure rate. Think of it this way. If somebody comes and said you have an 80% chance of living, what are you going to think? Well, there's a good chance I'm going to come through this. Well, if somebody's telling you got 80% false positive, you really don't know if you have it or not. Now, you got to remember I told you about the face mask before. And there was a reason why I told you that. Remember I told you, you got to let the good stuff come in. It keeps your immune system healthy. If your immune system stays healthy, you'll be healthy. Now, doctor put up a list. What induces the exosomes? Toxicity. Here's the ones we're going to have to really look at, because this is the ones that's going on. Now, stress, we know it affects your immune system. It brings it down. Stress and fear, they're trying to keep us in perpetual fear. You're going to die if you get this thing. No, that's not necessarily true. Cancer, it's attached to cancer. Ionizing radiation, the same thing they said. A lot of these people that had, that are dying, had cancer. Ionizing radiation. Infection, pneumonia. Your immune system being down. That can come from diseases, stress, fear, anything. Asthma. Diseases, they said they weren't very specific on this one. And electromagnetic radiation, your 5G. Now, they said there is something that does help with it. Do not go out and take this just because you think you have it. Go to a doctor. It's called hydroxychloroquine and zinc. They use it mainly in the rest of the world for malaria. Here it's used for rheumatoid arthritis and lupus. Now, if you actually do get this thing and you survive it, in other words, you survive it means the prion didn't take effect. Like I said, just because you may have something does not mean you're actually going to keep it. Think about mad cow disease. That's a prion. Okay? Now, what do? One cow gets infected, and they isolate all the other cows. Okay? There may not be any other cow that actually had or got the prion, which produces the mad cow disease. Okay? So the prion itself is not contagious. It's the lung cancer virus that's contagious. It's the envelope. The prion attaches to the brain. Always does. And if you do get it, you will end up dead from it. But what you have to worry about is the lung cancer. It is a virus that it's attached to. Now, you can get cancer for lots of different reasons. Toxicity, genetic mutation, a cell being caught into the wrong system as it pushes out your body. So, but this one is attached to a virus. And the thing with this can actually lay dormant. You will not necessarily get it right away or never. A lot of people do have it, and they just never develop it. They'll die with it. Some people develop it. So that's the way that works. But the part that the doctor missed was the prion. That's what they missed. And it is an enveloped virus. So, do not wear a mask if you don't have to. Unless you're in crowds, unless you can socially distance yourself. Another thing is if you do have it, no sex for 6 weeks after the last symptom. And do get checked for immunity 6 months to a year afterwards. So that's how long it takes for your body to bring up an immunity. And you may not even actually have the immunity, even though you may have had it. Okay? So, bodies, you know, I had, what I had hepatitis shots because I worked in home care. And the first round didn't take. I had to go and actually have a test to see if actually I developed an immunity for it. And it didn't take. I had to go in for a second round. And then I got retested and it was fine. I had immunity. So, 6 months to a year after you have it, go get checked to see if you have an immunity to it. Does not mean you're a carrier. You can go and donate for the vaccination program. I'm sure governments will be looking for that. But do actually go and see if you have an immunity. But as far as the prion goes, you will not develop an immunity if the prion takes hold and in fact attaches to the brain, brings down your lung system and your renal system in COVID-19. In the regular COVID, it brought down your lung system and your heart system. So, 2 different viruses and 2 different things, 2 different envelopes. And this is a made virus. This is very rare. Does it take place in nature? Like I said, think of mad cow disease. Okay, it's just not that common. This was made and it was put out on purpose. And I have that audio up. So, it is what it is. They're experimenting on people to kill people.